So this first coin is a 1960 Denver Mint. Like I said, it's graded by PCGS at a mint state 67, and it does have full bands. So this coin is going to be valuable for a couple reasons. You got a mint state 67 grade. The coin grading scale only goes up to 70. It is also graded at full bands. So if we look at this picture here, you can see that there's two clear full bands that are showing on the torch on the reverse of the coin. Also, this coin has some really nice toning to it as well. So that high grade full bands, pretty sweet toning there on the front of the coin. This dime sold for over $2,200, a $2,200 silver dime. By the way, all these 1960 dimes are 90% silver. So they're always gonna be worth more than 10 cents just because they're silver. Now, also on the 1960D, you wanna look for an RPM, a repunched mint mark. So we can see here, the D mint mark has been repunched. Now, if we go to this coin here, this coin has that repunch mint mark. Now, it is graded at a mint state 66. So again, that gives it a lot of value as well because it's that high grade. And because of the RPM and that high grade, this 1960 Roosevelt dime sold for over $350. 350 bucks. All right, so if you have a proof Roosevelt dime from 1960, you also want to look for this. This is a double die obverse. So that means that there's doubling taking place on the front of the coin. Now here's an image of the phrase "In God We Trust" is doubled. You can really see the doubling on the eye, the bottom of the eye, the N. I mean, you can really see the doubling on all of this coin as we go over. But it's really noticeable there on the eye and the N at the edges. This is an example of not only the date being doubled, but also the initials JS. So if we zoom in there, we can see those JS initials doubled, as well as the date 1960 itself. So if you guys want to see your coins up close like this, you can get a USB coin microscope. I have them available on couchcollectibles.com. Feel free to click that link or just type in Couch Collectibles on Google and you will find the website. So here is doubling on the word Liberty. Very, very visible doubling there taking place on this Roosevelt dime. Again, this is the 1960 proof, so keep that in mind as well. This is not the business strike. All right, so here is the coin, the 1960 proof that has that double die obverse doubling on the front of the coin. And this coin is graded at a proof 68 deep cameo. So the proof 68 grade is gonna give it a lot of value as well. This coin sold for nearly $1,000. It's actually sold for around $990, $995. So pretty much a $1,000 dime. That is a pretty good profit on 10 cents. All right, so also on the back of your proof dimes, you also want to look for a double die reverse. So always be on the lookout for that. You can see the doubling on the word one. If we zoom in there, you can really see it on the E there, that doubling taking place. And then if we go over here to the United States of America, you can see that doubling taking place on the lettering there as well. So if you're not familiar with double die, what a double die is, I have a whole video on that. And it shows you the difference between machine doubling and true double die coins. So be sure to just type that in YouTube search bar and you will find that video. Double die coins, Couch Collectibles. Alright, so here is a double die. This isn't on the proof, this is on the regular business strike. It only sold for 30 bucks. So it's the 1960 double die reverse. And then if we move on here to the 1960 no mint mark, this is graded by PCGS at a mint state 67. Now it's got some awesome toning to it as well. And then we can see there on the back, it does have a full bands designation on the coin slab. So because of that full bands on the reverse on the torch, because of the high grade, and it's got some really nice toning to it, this 1960 dime sold for over $2,900. $2,900 coin. Alright guys, if you want to see some more dimes, watch the rest of this video. I'm going to show you different types of error dimes to look for as well. Alright, so we're going to put some of these dimes underneath the microscope here in just 1 second. This is exactly what you want to look for. This is a double die reverse. So there's doubling taking place on the lettering. And I'm going to go through a few examples of that here in these images here. And you can see the doubling, like I said, right there on the lettering of United States of America. So always be on the lookout for that. And you could also see that there on the torch as well. And don't forget, there are different types of errors that can always take place on any coin, any year. So let's look at some errors before we look at the double die reverse prices, and then we'll put some underneath the scope to see if we can actually find a double die reverse 1970 dime. Alright, so this one here is a 1970. I've showed this in my videos before. Now this has actually been struck on a Philippine 1 cent planchet. You can see that it was made of aluminum, so it's a very light coin. Was struck on a wrong planchet, and you will be able to tell that just by looking at it. And of course this one's way off centered, so it doesn't fit on the coin. And the weight, it's gonna weigh a lot less for something like this. Now this coin here sold for over $1,000. Now this next one is in a proof set here. This is the 1970 dime without the S mint mark. Now I've covered this before, some people get confused. So if you're not familiar with what a proof coin is, please watch my proof coin video, and it will explain the difference between a proof coin and a business strike coin. So just because you have a 1970 dime and it doesn't have a mint mark, that doesn't mean that it's the no S mint mark. It has to be the proof dime. If it's not the proof dime, then it's most likely the business strike dime that has the no mint mark, that is supposed to have a no mint mark, because it's made in Philadelphia and they did not place mint marks on those ones. But this here, we're looking at the proof dime that doesn't have the S. It's supposed to have an S mint mark, and that's why these coins are extremely valuable. Now this one here in this proof set sold for over $1,200. Next up are some just different types of errors. This is a 1970D. It's been double struck, and then it's been off center as well. You can see that there at the top of the Roosevelt dime. Now this dime here only sold for a little over $75, so nothing too crazy, but still an awesome coin to add to your collection. We'll love to have an error like that in mind. Now this next one is a 1970D with a double die reverse. So that's exactly what we were looking at the beginning, and that's what we're gonna put underneath the scope to see if we can actually find. Now this one here does have a high grade. It's graded at a mint state 66. That means that it is in very good condition, and this coin sold for over $100. Now if we look at another double die reverse, same error, same type of coin, same grade, this one here sold for over $135. So of course, if you guys do find these double die reverses and the coin's not in great condition, it's gonna sell for far less. However, if it's a really high graded coin, it's in great condition, then it could sell for more. So let's put these dimes underneath the scope. All right, here we go. Looking for doubling on a 1970 dime, United States of America, or on that torch there. Now, if you guys wanna see your coins up close like this and search for errors, I do have these microscopes available on couchcollectibles.com. So if you guys want to see your coins up close and search for those errors, definitely get one of those microscopes. I absolutely love this thing, man. These microscopes are the best. Alright, so we got a few more 1970 dimes. I actually couldn't find that many in the box that I got from the bank that I searched. Really found a lot of more modern coins. Yeah, it was kind of interesting that there was not a lot of 1970 dimes in there. I was kind of wondering what was up with that. But not seeing any doubling here on this one. But this is definitely the easiest way to search your coins. So much easier than a coin loop, but it gets kind of hard on your eyes, and you don't want to be looking for errors like that. And some of the double dies you really can't even see unless you have a microscope, you know, so you got to get one of these things. They're absolutely awesome. Like I said, I got them available on the store. Link is always in the description of each video, couchcollectibles.com. Alright, not seeing anything there. That one's pretty worn down there. And then we got one more to go. One more to go. See if we can see anything. Alright. Not seeing anything there, unfortunately, but hey, you can't find them unless you look. And don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check out the videos to the left of me, and until tomorrow, I will see you all in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.